All right. We are going live from the comfort of my own couch while I drink my coffee and sit in my pajamas and talk with you and Marcy a little bit about why I started Monat. So, let's see. There we go. Go live with Marcy.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How was your day?
It was good. We had a little, I'm trying to get a filter on. I need
That's
a filter. We had a little Christmas lunch and I wish you were here for. We did a little like team Christmas lunch
Oh,
and
nice.
that's pretty much it. Then I scheduled a live with Alice, another girl on our team, and I wasn't home yet, so I had to do like a pit stop.
I was like, oh man, she's on the run. She's going.
I know, I had to do the live like from my car, but that's what we do. We make it work. We fit it in.
Right? Oh, you had perfect lighting though, right?
Oh my gosh, I know. That car lighting really does good for you. But thank you for going live with me.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I feel like we haven't really shared much lately. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the world, you guys. And it has derailed a lot of us. But I feel like we haven't shared a lot of like a little bit of our backstory and why we decided to even, start this shampoo side gig.
Right.
And what it's done for us. So, I mean, you take it away. I want to hear your story.
Well, first of all, I never intended on making this a side gig. My thing was like, I needed some special products for my hair because nothing was doing it.
Yeah.
It was getting worse, much more dry. And I suffered for a very long time with an OCD disorder, which caused me to pull my hair out.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would know I was doing it. Sometimes I didn't know I was doing it. It was just an anxiety thing. And it got so bad. Like I was balding all around my hairline. And like I couldn't even put my hair in a ponytail, And I was like, I felt so down about myself. And, as a woman, especially, like your hair is one of the most important things, whether you realize it or not, because, if you go out and you get yourself a haircut or you get it colored, like you feel like $1,000,000. Mm-hmm. And none of that was working for me.
Yeah.
And so Victoria, I had seen Monat a little bit popping up here and there, but nothing very consistent. So I really had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
And then Victoria, my cousin, she started doing Monat. Can't remember exactly when.
Gosh,
It was earlier this year or end of last year.
Oh my gosh. I want to say it was like February.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
It was like right before everything.
Right. And when I was listening to you talk with Alice, I was like, oh, me and her kind of signed up around the same time.
Yeah.
So I wrote Victoria and I was like, okay, I've been hearing a lot about this product, and in my head I was thinking it's another Avon or it's another, it's something else. It's not as awesome as I think it's going to be, but I'm willing to try it out because I've tried everything.
Yeah.
So she asked me, what was going on. And I explained to her all of my insecurities with my hair and my scalp. And she said, all right, well, try these products out. Let me know what you think. Mm-hmm. And so I signed up as a VIP and I got all kinds of stuff. They had, there was a flash sale going on. I got all this stuff. I got it. And I tried it the first time and I was like, okay, it's definitely weird. It doesn't feel like your typical shampoo and conditioner. Like it didn't feel amazing right off the bat.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, all right. And Victoria's like, you got to give it a chance, wash a few more times and you'll notice the difference. And so I did. Like the second wash, I was like, okay, something's happening here. Things are thicker and things were changing. And I was like, okay, this is really cool. And with how fast I saw the differences, I was like, okay, I need to invest in this now because I plan on purchasing more. I want to get that bigger discount.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where my mind went. And Victoria goes, okay. And so I signed up as a market partner in April.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I really didn't have too much of a plan after that. I was just kind of like, okay, well, I'm going to buy it and that's it. And then Victoria invited me to the group and she said, you're definitely going to want to check out our group chats and meet everybody. And I'm like, oh, okay,
Uh-oh.
sure. Yeah, I can just text, right? You don't have to show your face. Okay, okay. So I got on there and I got more comfortable with everyone and talking to people and meeting people and realizing that a lot of people were in like the same situation as I was. And we talking more than just about money, just actually like opening up and having conversations about all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at some of these women. I'm like, okay, so they're working and they're working money. Like it must be really special if like they already have jobs, but they're putting in all this effort for Monat to actually put it out there. They're not just consuming the product and getting the discount.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's really interesting. And I was unemployed. Well, I still am, except for Monat, but I was unemployed and I was like, well, shoot, like I can give it twice as much, I'm sure, because I don't have to get up and go to a 9 to 5 job every day. I've got my kids. They both started school this year. Well, my daughter started school this year, so I had an empty house for a little while and then they shut all that down again. But um, yeah,
2020.
and I don't think I had like a lot of faith in myself, or maybe I didn't have a lot of faith in the product at first, but it could have been a combination of both. And so I really didn't plan on pushing myself or doing anything past mentioning it here and there. Yeah, I use Monat. Here, try this out. You'll like it. And that just changed completely because I think I was about a month into being a market partner and I was just kind of watching some of the money just fly off the table that I was leaving there. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I missed out on this huge bonus because I decided to sit here and just enjoy my product and not actually reap the benefits of what the business is.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, okay. So something clicked in me and I started getting VIPs. I got market partners and I was just kind of like, whoa, like, I don't know, it just kind of blew my mind, like how much I could actually do if I
Mm-hmm.
asserted myself. And that's not something that's easy to do at all, especially
No.
like with what Alize was saying. She was like, man, social media, like I have a social media and I post pictures and this and that, but getting out there and putting your face up just like this and talking to people is not easy.
No,
It's
no.
not. But like Victoria said and you said, it gets easier. And it has gotten a lot easier, and I feel more confidence to go out there and be like, hey, this is what I do and I love it and I'm proud of it. I don't know if I could do that with anything else. Definitely not with a 9 to 5 job. You know,
Mm-hmm.
what other employment options just make you want to burst through the ceiling and be like, this is an amazing job. I really love it. But it's
So
still a
true.
job, it's still work. You still have to put in the work. People think they're just going to get things handed to them. That's not how it works,
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, so basically I started Monat because I was having major hair issues and I saw a huge difference, and I knew that people around me had similar issues to me and that they could benefit from these products and definitely benefit from the business, especially with the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So many people they're working at home or they're not working at all
Yep.
for the most part. And then you've got the essential workers are just busting their butts.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, like this is one of the hardest and best times I think to join the business, because the best thing about it is that we have all these resources. We have our team, which is stinking amazing. We
Mm-hmm.
have, Zoom calls, we have lives, we have, this is the age to work from home.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and the bad thing is it can be scary because it takes you out of your comfort zone for
Yeah.
sure. But I've seen nothing but amazing things happen, just even within our own group, just hearing like people's stories, like this happened today, or this happened today, and even not such great stories either. Like, okay, I didn't get a chance to do this because, my kids have work at home to do and I've got to make dinner and then, can barely go to the grocery store because of COVID and whatnot.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I lost my train of thought. I had too much coffee. I'm
No,
going
you're
like a
good.
million miles
That
an
was,
hour.
oh my God, that was so amazing. I don't think I've heard you really share like your whole journey with Monat, and I loved it. And I think still what blows my mind, it like gets me so excited because I truly am like, I can share my story a little bit too, but I came into this business like for me. I was like, I
Yeah.
want money, I want to pay this off. And then of course, like I started to grow a team and
Yeah.
everything completely changed. It's about supporting you guys and helping you guys achieve your goals and step outside of your comfort zones. And to hear, like Alize just kind of said almost the same thing, like you both
Yeah.
had different experiences, but you both kind of felt like, I don't think this is for me. I don't think I'm good enough for something like this. I don't have any sales experience. I'm not very active on social media. And like, here we are like
Mhm.
months later, and look at the amount of personal growth you both
Right.
have had. And that's almost everybody on the team. And it's so beautiful that this bit cool. Yeah, sure, it's cool. We earn a side income. We have this awesome community, but like who would have ever thought this shampoo gig would have pushed you to better yourself, to
Right.
grow as a person and do the things that scared you but allow you to, grow and expand your networks. And
Yeah.
it's so, that is what is so cool for me at this point, is to see you guys blossom
Yeah.
into your full, that's truly what it is. It's blossoming into your full potential as a human being on this planet. And if 2020 hasn't taught us anything else, it
Yeah.
has taught us to, take every opportunity that comes your way, even if it scares the bejesus out of you.
Because what do we
Because
have to lose?
what do you
You
have to
know?
lose? Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Everything you said was so, so, so spot on. I mean, I guess I can share
I
a
think
little
you
bit.
should. Yeah,
What?
I think you should tell your story because, like for my story, I've got kids and I'm not employed. And so, we're two perfect examples of almost different situations
Yep. Yep.
and then how we can both, level up, I like to say. Yeah,
Yeah,
share your
level up,
story.
be successful in something like this for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I live in Southern California now, but I was born and raised on the East Coast in Jersey. I studied dance and musical theater my entire life. When I graduated college, I started dancing for Norwegian Cruise Line, and I was traveling the world and dancing my little heart out on cruise ships. But it was just, if you guys know anything about performing, it's very inconsistent work. So I would be gone for like 7 to 9 months at a time, and then I'd come back to land, like to normal life, and I would have nothing. It was like starting from scratch all over again. I had to get a new job. I had to save enough money during my contract to save, like, so that I would have enough if I couldn't get a job between contracts. So that was kind of like the cycle of my life for like 6 years. And I decided to do my last contract in 2019. Yeah, so I came home in March of 2019. And I'm very open and honest about it because I know I'm not the only one in this situation. I have mounds and mounds of student loan debt, and it weighs so heavy on me, and it weighs heavy on my relationship, and it just makes me feel so stuck.
Yeah.
So that last contract, I was like, whatever, I'm going to put all the money I make to my student loans, and I'll worry about coming home with no money later. Like I didn't save anything to come home with. So that scared me, but I was like, I have to do this. So I did it. I paid like a big chunk of my student loans off, and I came home and I didn't have nothing. My money I did have went very, very quickly. I couldn't get my job back. It was bad. It was really, really bad. And it was embarrassing. Like there I was, like, how old was I then? Like 28 years old, and I had nothing to show for it. I was just like racking up my credit card for anything I needed because what else was I going to do? So I knew I had to do something. I knew I needed some sort of side hustle. I needed to like come up with something, like, because I couldn't live like that. So I opened an Etsy shop and I started selling like these like decal, like tumbler, like Starbucks tumblers. And it was cute. Like I did a good job, but like
Those are going to be worth a lot of money someday, by the way, Marcy.
Oh my
A
gosh.
lot of money.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh.
Need to get
But
my hand on one of Marcy's Etsy tumblers.
but I mean, it was fun. I got a few orders, but like I was spending so much money and not getting enough in return. And remember, I was spending money I did not have. I was putting it all on a credit card. So I was like, this isn't going to work. So I started looking at all different like work from home jobs, direct sale jobs, and nothing was really like drawing me in. And then I had followed our upline, Christina Smallwood. She's a celebrity hairstylist. I actually know her because her daughter used to go to a dance studio that I taught at. So I followed her. And in September of 2019, she was at our Monat's big convention. And she was like blowing up Instagram. And I was like, this looks so cool. Like, what is this? It just like drew me in, you know. I saw like the community. I saw like the big convention going on. And all these new products were being launched, and that's when our skincare was finally launched. And I was like, this seems amazing. Also, my hair looks like crap because when you work on cruise ships, like the water is so harsh.
Sun and wind and yeah.
Right. So I reached out to her, and you guys, I kind of consider myself a risk taker. I was just like, I was just like, what do I have to lose? And in this case, there's really not much to lose, right? You invest in the business, you invest in a product pack, you get products for yourself. If you absolutely hate the business, then you just keep the products for yourself and you get a really good discount. So I reached out to her. I was like, I want to do this. I didn't hesitate, right? I just jumped in, and I think that was for sure the best decision I could have ever made for myself. And again, I did not have the money to purchase a product pack. So I put that product pack on my credit card and I was like, I'm going to make this work, because I started to follow other women like through Christina that were doing Monat, and everybody was so different. They were from all different walks of life. They were all working the business differently. They were all gaining something different from this business. And I was like, if these average Joes can do this and be successful at it, then I can too, right? And I came into it like, if I can make an extra $200, $300 a month, I will be so happy with that.
Yeah.
And I hit the ground running. I didn't let anything stop me, and I was scared. Like we said, I was not active on social media. I did not do lives. I didn't do like little stories. I didn't post very often, but I knew, and I learned very quickly, like that's what I was going to have to do in order for this to like take off. And I just went for it. I committed myself to doing all of the things that scared me, because I knew that's how I was going to grow and that's how I was going to be successful. And I just like went for it, and it didn't come fast. Like some people have like instant results at the beginning, and it was not like that for me. It wasn't until like my third month where things like really started to pick up, and I was bringing on like a lot of VIP customers, and people really started becoming interested in joining the team. But it was because I was consistent. You know, I put myself out there every day. Yeah. And on top of all of that, I was working a full-time job. So at this point, I got my job back I was working at Lululemon for a really long time. And now I've transitioned and I teach dance full-time. I handle our dance studio social media. I work at the front desk, and I'm telling you, I work all day. So, okay, pretty much I wake up in the morning and I work Monat. I work all day at the studio, and I come home and I work Monat. I fit it in to where like works for me. And that is the beauty of this business. I cannot tell you enough how many people tell me I don't have the time for it. And you do. If you are not happy with where you are, where you're going, if you're not getting closer to accomplishing your goals, you've got to do something to change it. And make the time for something that's going to help you get there. And that's been my thing the whole time. Like, I know I'm busy, I have a lot of other things going on, but I know that Monat's going to get me to my end goal. So I've just been going for it, and it's been so amazing. Like, the income I've been able to bring in is awesome. The friendships I've built, like the confidence I've gained from this business. I've earned a fully paid for trip. Like, what? Up to the Dominican Republic for me and my boyfriend, like not something I ever wanted or ever thought would happen, and here we are, we're going. And the biggest thing like to date for me, sorry, I'm going on and on.
No, it's good. It's good. Keep with the gold.
Oh my gosh. The biggest thing to date for me is, like I said, my student loans have been the driving force for me in this business because I want them gone. Like I want them off my back. I want to have that financial freedom to do with my money what I want to do with it and not feel so stuck. And I've tried to refinance my loans and get a lower interest rate, so I'm not actually just paying the interest every single time.
Right.
Yes. I never get approved. I've probably applied to refinance about 5 times and I always get denied. They always say I don't make enough money. This year, because of the money I've made with Monat and my full-time income, I've finally been able to refinance my student loans. And now I feel like I see an end of that road for me because my payments are actually making a difference. And I would not have been able to do that if it was not for this business. And now I'm like, the future looks so bright.
Right? Well, think about it. Like you started with, like you said, the main driver was pay off these student loans, get that burden off of your back. And then think of like all the amazing things that happen in between that up until the day that you can pay that off. A trip to the Dominican Republic, new friends,
Yeah. Totally.
Product knowledge, a career, all this extra stuff.
Yeah, that I
wanted to pay your student loans off.
No, totally. Oh, I forgot the trip to Vegas too. I have a whole other.
You got 2 on the books.
It's just, it is such an amazing opportunity. And if you're whatever your situation is, if you're a full-time stay-at-home mom, if you're a single mom and you're working 2 jobs, if you're working 1 full-time job, like I'm here to tell you that you can fit it in. And all this business is about is trusting the process, being consistent, and being coachable. That's it. That's really it.
Yeah.
We are given the tools for success, and it's on us to take those tools and put ourselves out there and share the opportunity and share the products. And it has been such an amazing ride. Like I can't explain, like I can't express how much I love it enough. Like,
and I'm so thankful for you and our team. And that's another thing I just want to tell everyone out there is that when you join with us, you join an amazing team. Like we have a great backbone, Marcy. She's our biggest cheerleader, and everyone else just comes together and motivates each other. And there's all kinds of incentives that go on, and you just feel like it's like you're rewarding yourself, but like as a team. It's so funny, but
yeah. Well, and I feel like we talk about the community, our friendships, like we talk about that so much, but it is so special what we have here. Like we call ourselves Team Dream, right? We're dreamers and we're aiming high, but it truly is so special. Like there's nowhere else you can go to find support like that.
Yeah.
Most of the time people are, they're competitive. They want to one up you. They want to do better than you. They want to make more money than you. They want to sell more than you, right? And
Marcy wants me to do that. Marcy wants me to do more than Marcy.
Yeah, I do. I truly, truly, truly do. And sometimes like I get so hung up on supporting the team and helping them like achieve their goals, I like forget to work my own business, honestly.
But everything you say and do for us goes that extra mile, and it really motivates us. And sometimes we need that kick in the pants where it's just like, come on, you've got this. And it's like, like me, like last month, I was like, just like everything was so depressing. And I just lost track of everything that I was shooting for. And Marcia's like, everything doing okay? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, guess what? It's going to be okay. And she just, she gave me those extra tools and the help I need to get right back to where I need it to be. And I thank you so much because you can't do that on your own. You really can't. You really do need a team to, to back you up and to support you because otherwise I wouldn't be going very far.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I need that team.
Oh man, but okay, last thing I want to ask you before we leave, because I don't want this to go on forever. What advice do you have for somebody who is thinking about joining the team, joining the business, or maybe even like doing something like this and they're terrified? Like, what is your advice to them?
Well, definitely don't let yourself hold you back. our own doubts and concerns can really play a big part of where we go in life. And if you're gonna stay in the same spot, it's almost like taking a step back. You're never gonna go forward unless you allow yourself.
Yep.
And when people say that they don't have time, you might think you don't have time, but I see y'all on your Facebook scrolling through and, posting memes and all that stuff, which is fine. But imagine if you took 5 minutes out of that scrolling time to do something for yourself, which is to post about the business or post about the products. It's little things like that. Oh, sorry, my daughter brought her dollhouse out here. Well, you okay? Little things like that go a long way. And, I haven't found myself with no time in the day to do something and not reap a benefit from that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't hold yourself back. Shoot straight and don't be scared because there's nothing to lose at all.
There's nothing to lose
And so much to gain.
And
Yeah.
so much to gain. And I agree with you. I've seen so many people hold themselves back from like greatness, and we are here to tell you, don't stand in your own way any longer. Like, get out of your head, do something for you for a change, and don't be scared because we've got your back.
Just give it a chance. Give it a chance, and you'll see. You'll see.
But tonight, I'm so excited. Tonight, we have an opportunity call. So if you are curious, there's no commitment involved, right? You don't have to show your face. You don't have to talk. We're not going to ask you questions. Honestly, we're just going to hop on and we're going to share our stories and share from our heart and share what money has brought into our lives. And we would love for you guys to hop on and take a listen. So if you're curious, it's at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's, what's your time?
For me, that's going to be 8 p.m.
8 p.m. What's your time?
Phoenix time? I don't remember. It always says Phoenix.
Phoenix time?
Phoenix time.
Is that like Central? No.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I just know we're the only ones without daylight savings.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to either of us.
Yes,
and I'm excited. All right. Thanks, Kimberly.
All right. I'll see you in a little bit.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.